I would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
Hello, everybody. Here we go again. Welcome to another Just Cause stream episode of King Dolphin TV. Hard to believe that this started in October and we're already at our 30th episode. I know it's not the 50th or even the 25th, but what the heck? Let us celebrate. It's 21 or 20 away from 50, so at least we can do a quick over halfway celebration. Now, you guys are going to have to bear with me. Those of you who were here on Wednesday, I'm still trying to figure out and clean up the mess that came out with that interception. So the channel still being a bit wonky. Now, I have my Fix It Ferret team working on it, but they may make things worse. So let's hope for the best. Tonight we have the return of Wendy WEBB after her long absence. Hi, Wendy.
Hello.
And
how's it going?
Everybody's doing good. We're glad you're back. We missed you. We have
way too hard.
Yeah, well, need some time off, need to relax, need to recharge and just chill.
Yep.
We've got tonight, I know we did some news last week, but tonight we have my focus group was discussing a title. They just didn't think that Just Cause was a catchy tune. So we have tonight the premiere of Just Cause Nutty Newz, the ultimate escape from reality. My intrepid reporters have been sweeping the streets to get you news to laugh to. And as always in these streams, anything that can happen will happen. So let's party. Now, before we get started, let me introduce the other two members of the panel and anybody else that may want to come on later on. We can bring you on. But besides Wendy, we have Cobalt and Pudgy. Welcome again, sir and Pudge.
Thank you for inviting us, Mr. Raymond.
Yes, Mr. Raymond.
Glad to have you both, as always. It's always a fun time when we have you guys on. Let's see. We've got the Wrench Team Supreme, John Rendell, Legatus Legionii, the opener of the doors. We have Sandra Feliciano, the producer and the Mistress Wrench to keep things under control. And right now, chatting wise, we got Andy Masterson. I think that's all we got for guests. So welcome, Andy. Glad you can be here. If you want to come on later after we do the news, let me know and we'll put the link out there. So, and let us get going. How has Wendy? I know you've been busy, but how have things been with you otherwise?
Oh, it's been pretty good. Just been working for weeks without a day off. So,
but
a
well,
little tired, but I'm here.
Good.
I missed
Good.
you guys too.
Oh, that's nice. Yes. Oh, and I forgot. Oh, I ought to be slapped. Please. How can I miss? The Comic Relief Crusader. He is here. I am so sorry. Throw something at me. Actually, I shouldn't say that loud. Last time I've seen a rubber band fly. Yeah, Sandra, I know you can. Yes, Sandra, I have seen rubber bands come at me. So, thank you. I appreciate it, Comic Relief Crusader. It sometimes, like I said, Wednesday was still a little crazy. We're still trying to figure it out. Here we are, Jill and I. We're ready to. Jill and I were ready to discuss the Dominion War on Deep Space Nine. We had all our scripts ready. We had the timing ready, and next thing we know, we see this. All right, where is it? Oh, there it is. See, I told you. This is what happens when things happen. All right, we'll get back to that. But yeah, it was really, really weird. And of course, I shouldn't have deleted that. But
That's okay, Mr. Raymond.
yeah, thank you, Pudgy. Thank you. But I'm glad I got a cheering section here. So,
Yay! Mr. Raymond,
yes, Pudgy.
can Pudgy ask Miss Wendy a question?
Wendy? Would you like a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you the lady that drives the ambulance?
I can't. I'm getting a kind of a extra sound.
He asked if you're the lady that drives the ambulance.
No, I'm the nursing director over trauma services at a level 1 trauma hospital.
Oh, okay. Pudgy remembering now. Sorry.
I just can't. It's kind of echoing in my headset.
Yeah. Well, I'll translate for Pudgy.
Sorry,
of course,
Pudgy.
his voice is a little, he's what, maybe about 2 or 3 inches. So, the voice has a hard time carrying. So let's see, has it come back up? Yes. Okay. Here we are, getting ready to go. I started the opening, and this is what I see.
I would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
At first, I thought that Harvey was finally out. But then I saw that logo. I'm like, oh boy, this is not going to work. This is not going to go well. And we didn't get, for an entire hour, we did not get a word in edgewise.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why you never do Control-Shift-D and right-click at the same time.
Yes. True. Yeah. The polarity was definitely confused. News flash. Welcome to the wondrous world. Oh my God. Like I'm going to say this really.
That's a tongue twister.
Yes. Welcome to the wondrous world of the Wonder Women of Wendy Webb's work team. Webcast waiting. Will warn when Weddy. Oh. Nice one, Legatus. Nice.
That was good.
Nice. Yes. Oh boy. Yeah. So did an hour, came on. Jill and I were just totally confused what was going on. And then I listened to the playback and it was very cringy. Very cringy.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Pudge?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Brought to you by the Wishy Washy Washing Machine Company of Walla Walla, Washington. I'm going to dislocate long before this episode's over. But this it's what happens here. And I think this would probably be a good. I'd like to get some more people on here. I mean, no fun just talk. I mean, we got 5 people here. We got the amazing panel. We got the amazing wrenches. I want everybody to hear the news. So let's give it a little bit more time. Pudgy, Cobalt, how have you been doing this week? When's the next story coming out?
Doing good, Raymond. Next story I'm working on. I got a little distracted this week, though. Yeah, it's the official launch for Guild Wars 2 and the Dragons. So that game had me real busy this week.
Okay. Okay. What do you play it on?
PC.
PC? Okay.
Yeah, excellent story. You know, I had a lot of fun with it. It comes with a boat and all sorts of nifty robots. So it's definitely a neat expansion. Although the first thing that Pudgy said when he looked at the screen was,
Pudgy want to ride a boat.
You got your own boat.
yeah, that's what I told him.
Yeah. He's got his own little steamship. What kind was it? What kind of boat was it?
It's a skiff, so it's Asian themed. You know, this expansion takes place in the Cantha region.
Oh, okay. So more like a junk thing. A junk?
Yeah, like a junk.
Oh, okay. Legatus says, I think we had gone wonkers. Yeah, you would not be wrong. You would.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would not have been wrong. And even a founder even infiltrated the wrenches. That was even more crazy. So these guys were actually being monitored by a founder. So it was definitely a show to be listened to. So I know Jimmy's listening in the background. Hey, Jimmy.
She can't hear it because I got my headset on, but she says hi.
Okay. All right. So a flounder. A flounder. Don't know what you mean, John. See here.
Why don't you guys go sit with Jimmy? Go sit with Jimmy.
The doggies,
God.
huh?
Yes.
Well, what's funny is when Sandra's at her computer and either doing some work or helping out here on the stream, Snoopy gets like right there, either wanting a massage or petting or
Yep.
Or Treats. Yes, I have to spell. He will figure it out. But
Yeah, he had a really good time last week.
oh yeah, yeah, and he's been interviewed for this news session tonight. We actually have video of an interview with him, so we'll get to.
Hey, Mr. Raymond.
Yes, sir. Yes, Pudgy.
You did the Dominion War this week, right? Or
Yes.
you tried to?
Yes, we did.
Did you say the OLGA word?
The what?
OLGA.
LLPA, long live and prosper.
Boy, Pudgy, you're having a lot of trouble today. He said OLGA. Every time that you mentioned that word, the internet kept going out the last time.
Oh no, we did not mention OLGA. The last time you were on, Wendy, they were trying to listen to the stream, and when we mentioned OLGA, they lost their internet.
Oh.
Yeah. So it came up to it. We ended up having to have the Pudgy rule. Go ahead, Pudgy. Tell us what it is.
You can only mention her name once and only spell it. Pudgy sure she is nice lady, but we can't say her name anymore.
Oh, Pudgy. Well, we can spell it.
Spell is fine.
Okay. You better watch it. We may bring her on. We'll make sure you're.
That will crash your computer.
Not mine. Interview with OLGA's agent are ongoing. Updates coming. And that's under music news.
The music news. She's just glad to be back at work.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
That's good. Did she so she recovered quite nicely and got through the rehab?
Yeah, she's still having some speech problems, but it's not as bad as it was. But you know.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, it's kind of like whenever I had my first night back after I'd returned after recovering from being hit by the car. We had an emergency heart that night. Well, we had an emergency heart last night too. So that was her welcome back.
Oh gosh. Never ends. It never ends.
No. And I don't know, Pudgy, I don't know if you know, but I'm also a surgical nurse. I've been a surgical nurse for quite a while. And I still do that on the weekends. We do trauma surgery.
Oh boy, you are really talented.
Yes, she is.
I don't know about that.
Yay!
Hello, Six. Thanks for coming over. Glad you are here. And yes, there is a puppy, depending on where it's at. Wendy's got hers, and the other one is Snoopy walking around. So we got animals galore. And Pudgy's gonna put them in formation and lead a parade with the doggies. Think you can do it, Pudge?
Pudgy thinks so. Pudgy hope no prima donnas.
Will you play the little drum? The little marching band drum?
Turbo, can Pudgy have a drum?
Uh-oh.
We'll talk about that later, Pudgy.
And John says, Pudgy Parade. Yay.
Yay!
Yes. And John, six is here. Hello, Six. So, all right, let us go ahead and let me get the set ready. And as I said, the things after Wednesday, things were going wonky, so I want to make sure everything is right. So, here we go. Just cuz, if you look on the top, just cuz Nutty News. Then all the news to sleep by or laugh at. Good one, Pudgy. There we go.
Pudgy, remember.
All right. And so we have our intrepid reporters all over the place, scouring news. But the first thing we're going to do is Wendy WEBB has our action news reporter, Wendy WEBB, has a news story. Go ahead, Wendy.
Yeah, first I'd like to report that the patient is stable and is recovering.
Oh, great.
There was an unfortunate accident in the Gulf of Mexico a few weeks ago. A guy on an oil rig got the sleeve of his arm sleeve caught into a machine, and it sucked his arm in.
Ow.
And the Coast Guard had responded, and when they got there, the medic saw the guy and realized really quickly that this guy would bleed out if they tried to remove him as is. So they called ahead to the hospital and asked for a surgical team to amputate on site. And it was a dolphin that flew us there.
A dolphin.
Can you believe that?
Oh, I cannot believe that. From what I heard, that as you were leaving the helicopter, popping out of the back of the helicopter was a little critter wearing a mining jacket or a mining helmet and a little jacket, and he said, okay, we have to work on our timing here.
I'm sleepy. I'm sorry. I'm just so tired.
No.
He said this, and he said this was brought to you. Yeah, I heard him say this was brought to you by Dolphin Wars.
Yes.
.com. That's right.
Yes. No, it wasn't you, Wendy. We should have worked the timing out with Pudge.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay. But it's good to hear. It's good to hear that he's okay. Did you? I take it you had to. You did have to amputate.
Yeah, we had to amputate him way up on his arm because it was pulled. The arm had been sucked in up past his elbow.
Whoa.
And the medic didn't have enough room to put a tourniquet on, and so we had to do an amputation on scene. But let me tell you, I was a Army combat nurse, and so I flew in helicopters all the time. And the surgeon and the CRNA that went with me, they were embarrassing me.
How did they embarrass you?
Well, first of all, the surgeon, once the dolphin landed, and they gave us our flotation jumpsuits, and the surgeon was like almost hyperventilating and saying, I've never been in a helicopter before. I don't know if I can do this. I've never been in a helicopter before. And I just ended up looking at him going, dude, don't be a wuss. And so then I get the CRNA and the surgeon. I went ahead and set them in interior seats, and I kind of took a seat next to the door with my feet hanging over, strapped in. And just as we were lifting off, because we had helmets on with comms, just as we were lifting off, the CRNA asked where the barf bag was. I was like, oh my God. And then they started screaming that the door's still open. The door is still open. Like,
I hope you slapped them at that point.
I couldn't reach them. They embarrassed, and the crew thought it was hilarious. And so then, because the CRNA, they didn't have barf bags, the pilot thought it was funny, and he says, "Don't worry, just let me know if you're getting ready to puke." And he banked hard over to the right because that's the door that was open. He said, "Just puke. I'll just let it go. It'll fall right out." And then I thought about that, and I was like, "Wait a minute, I'm in the line of that."
Oh my!
Jeez.
Yeah, that's where you get that's where you get the surgical grade 2x4 and say, "I'm in charge. Stop it."
Yeah. I think that the crew got a good laugh out of them. So.
Yeah, I'm sure they've had.
Then whenever we got after we flew out to the oil rig, we landed and we were taking our stuff over to where the guy was so we could set up our stuff. And I was setting up our battery, a surgical saw, and I started snapping all the pieces together and put on the reciprocating blade. And after I snapped it all together, I pulled the trigger to make sure it was working. And one of the guys on the rig, they were all started huddling around when they saw me open up the drill case. The drill saw, it's a saw and drill for trauma. It's all together in one case. And they all kind of zoomed in on it and were kind of crowding around it a little bit. And whenever I hit the trigger to make sure it worked, one of the guys looked at one of the other guys. He's like, "Dude, women know how to use power tools are hot." I was like, "Really? You're really easy to."
So you had an audience.
Yeah, we had an audience. So, but the flight back was better. It didn't take us long.
What was that? Pudge?
What was that?
Pudgy confused.
What's wrong?
Well,
I couldn't understand.
what does amputate mean?
Ooh.
The what?
Pudgy, he's asked you what you mean by amputate. Let me explain off mic.
Yeah, go off. Yeah. It might be a little hard. It might be a little hard for you, Pudge. So you got that taken care of, and
we were only on the rig for maybe 15 or 20 minutes. It didn't take us very long. We had to get him back quick because of blood loss.
Yeah,
we'd taken 4 units with us just in case. But
Legata says surgeon has a weak stomach. Watch
the surgeon and the CRNA. Watch for any debris. I was worried that I was going to get hit in the back with puke after that little ordeal. But the surgeon, whenever the pilot banked over he started cussing like nobody's business.
So they were noobs. This is their first time, huh?
That was their very first ride on a helicopter.
Oh man, no wonder you were quite
that
amused.
dolphin it's a smooth ride, even over open water. It was a smooth ride. It really was.
So it's not a remake of It wasn't a remake of Black Hawk. It was a nice little dolphin, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Dolphin kept us nice and safe.
Good. Dolphins do that.
Yes.
Dolphins do that. Sandra asks, were they better behaved on the way back?
Yeah, they were a little better, but we were busy on the way back because now we had a patient that we had to take care of. So they didn't think about the flight as much on the way back.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so that was quite an adventure. And from what I understand, we were the first people to hear the whole story, because you actually left on. Go ahead.
I left. No. What were you going to say?
I said, you were just leaving Frolics, and then so we were the first ones you related the full story to.
Yeah, that's right. I did. I put it out in the comment section on chat that we're getting ready to be picked up.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it was. I did not know until the dolphin landed that it was a dolphin that was going to take us out there.
Cool.
The patient, Andy, the patient was semi-conscious. The medic had stayed behind on the oil rig to take care of him, start IV, get a couple IVs in him, and gave him some sedation. But he couldn't. They asked if we wanted them to go ahead and intubate on the rig before we got there, and the CRNA didn't want them to. She wanted to do it herself.
Okay.
But he was kind of semi-conscious. He was sedated.
Okay. 6 says she's never been in a helicopter. Would probably have a panic attack and poop.
As long as you don't puke on the people around you.
But you got helmets. You got helmets.
We got helmets. Yeah.
How long was the flight?
From our halo pad out to the oil rig, it was probably about a 20-minute flight. There are actually hospitals that are closer to us from the oil rig, but those are smaller hospitals, and they don't have OR staff on shift for 24-hour shifts. They only have OR staff in those hospitals until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then they they're shut down for the day. So they had to. We were the closest hospital that had an OR crew on shift, ready to jump in. So
okay. I don't know what's going on back there. I don't know what is with him. I guess he doesn't like it doesn't like I guess something's out there is bothering him. We must have a guest in the back. Oh, probably our neighbor dog. Legatus reports breaking news. Wendy WEBB returns to the airwaves. Patient and staff recover.
Yeah, that guy's gonna have a long road. He doesn't have much of a stump. Poor guy. I feel really bad for him.
Yeah, well, you say he's okay though. I mean, you say he's recovering as best he can.
He's recovering. He's actually already been sent home. This was a few weeks ago, so he's spent about 6 days in the hospital, and then he was discharged.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. So, well, hopefully Pudgy didn't faint. We still need him.
Right now, he's hiding underneath the desk.
Oh.
It was probably best that he didn't get told what an amputation was. Poor thing.
Well, 6 was over there explaining it. I think that would have made it worse. 6. If anybody, I put the stream out there. The access to join the panel. If anybody wants to, please join in. We got plenty of room. Sandra asks, does he have enough arm for a prosthesis?
He'll probably have to. He's only got about a 3-inch stump. So they'll have to put on him. They'll have to use like a shoulder a harness around his shoulder that goes around to the other side of his body, so that it'll stay on. Okay. It won't. It's not long enough to just put one on. It won't stay on its own. But they'll use one of those harnesses.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Let us look for some news. There's been news out there. Okay, we talked about the Wonder Woman. Let's see. More. Okay, we talked about OLGA's agent. In music news. Here's one. The March of the Hedgehogs closes down streets. Parade and a day of celebrations begin. From Legatus Legionii. And then along the same track, John Rendell says, St. Patrick's Parade in Pittston today. One bridge shut down for failure. Another bridge shut for parade. Can't get there from here. gotta go somewhere else first. Isn't it a little early for St. Patty's Day? Wow.
It is, but also it's time for the preparations.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, speaking of bridges, you want to hear a crazy story from Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
So, it was all over the news that we had the bridge collapse.
Yes. Right when.
Well, yeah, that's going into Squirrel Hill. Yep, that's basically the number one shortcut to avoid the parkway. So now, of course, it's tied up traffic all around the area.
Mm-hmm.
So they said at first it was going to cost $3 million to replace the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
We're now up to $25.3 million.
Wow.
And the neighbors are all upset because the bridge may not be pretty. So now there's a planning commission because that road falls under the jurisdiction of PennDOT, which is the state road department.
Right.
If it was under the city of Pittsburgh and under that jurisdiction, they would have been able to design the bridge however they want. So now the neighbors in the area are talking about possibly suing PennDOT to prevent the bridge from being built to ensure that it's pretty and it doesn't detract from the neighborhood. Meanwhile, everyone just wants the bridge to be replaced.
That's insane.
Wow. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's crazy. John says roads are always bad except when they're not, and the next road is down. Our state flag is an orange sign saying road construction Ohio. That's the same one in Ohio too.
Yeah.
I remember that in Ohio.
But
well,
see, the biggest difference is that unlike Pennsylvania, Ohio actually maintains the roads.
Yeah, true. Well, there's something funny. There's a funny meme I saw on for West Virginia. It said, West Virginia, where annually you got to get your cars inspected so you could see whether they are fit to drive on roads that are not fit for any vehicles. And that's pretty true.
Oh, and there's also another bridge that's in Pittsburgh. It's on local news. Guess how they're supporting the one side of the bridge?
Uh-oh.
With two 2x4s.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. See what's going on is Pennsylvania is one of the original 13 colonies.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of older construction, and then also throw it in the mix during the Great Depression, the WPA, the Public Works, they built more roads and bridges than any other state as a way to juice the economy. The only problem is that now, 100 something years later, Pennsylvania has so many bridges and roads and that there's no way to replace it all, and they're all starting to fail at the same time.
Man, gosh.
Gives new meaning to the word planned obsolescence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, here's another fun piece of information. This is turning into a Pennsylvania show. Do you know that there's a abandoned tunnel for the turnpike? Originally, there was one tunnel built, which was a 2-lane, so traffic going, you need both directions. They needed to expand the turnpike, so instead of fixing that tunnel, making it bigger, accommodating it, they decommissioned a 3-mile stretch of road with that tunnel on it, built a new section of road with 2 new tunnels. Not because it was cheaper, but because of the right person knowing the right person doing the right thing. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Say no more.
Of course. We've got one here. We've got a highway to nowhere too.
What, Cabela's Drive?
Yeah. Oh, you know about that. Six says
although
Go ahead,
Cabela's was really nice. The only problem is when I would take Pudgy there, he would want to go into the tank and swim with the fish.
Well, we just opened up our pond today, and because the weather's been really weird, and we probably closed it up too soon. So we were lucky. Normally, we've had 15 fish and a frog, and only two floating fish and a frog were found. So it didn't turn out that bad. Going back to the guy that said it must have been fun intubating while his arm was stuck.
Yeah, they actually had brought out one of a board. Well, whenever we got there, they were holding him up with a board so he could kind of lean back comfortably. And then, yeah, we basically carried him. When we got out, we took a stretcher with us. And then once we went ahead and just let him keep holding on to the board. Some of the crew members on the oil rig. And once we'd separated him, we picked him up and moved him over to the stretcher. But yeah, the CRNA, in order to intubate, she had to basically crawl up a ladder to get up above his head so that she could put the breathing tube down.
So
it wasn't an easy one.
No.
Yeah.
On the lighter side, sports news. Dumacorns banned from Winter Olympics. Commission says it would be silly. Yeah, we had a Dumacorn race last week.
Yeah, the only problem is that it's kind of expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, all those quatloos.
Although maybe it's all part of the Doomcock's plan, and he needs to save up money for the Galactic Star Cruiser.
That's true. That is true.
I saw the best joke that there's going to be a bunch of crazy Star Trek fans that go to the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser dressed in Starfleet uniforms. Just to really mess with them.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah, I'm never going to let them live it down. Look at it. They're never living it down. And I told them that much.
Have you been teasing the crew for having such a weak stomach, even though they work in trauma ER? Yeah.
But yeah, they're used to the blood and guts. What they weren't used to is flying in a helicopter.
Well, all the motion and whatnot.
Yeah.
Hey, I learned a lot. I learned a long time ago. You do anything with boats or airplanes, you travel empty. Nothing in your stomach.
Well, actually, with an airplane, it's a lot less painful if you got something in the stomach. When we've done altitude chamber stuff, they say make sure you've got food in you because it's more painful to do the dry heaves. John Rendell says PennDOT, our version of Harvey Cthulhu.
Ain't that the truth?
And Legatus Legionized says we have 2 seasons here, winter and road construction season. Yes.
Yep.
Even there in Canada, huh, Legatus? That is let's see. John Rendell, headphones are dead, wires are loose from the sound of it, hanging in the chat. Maybe better ones next time. All right, John. 6, if you want to come in and join this esteemed panel, the link is out there. Andy, my son went to the Force Awakens as Spock. Cool.
Oh God.
Yeah. Cobalt. Sandra says you want a little something in your stomach. Just stay away from dairy and greasy foods. Hello, Captain Trek. Thanks for coming on board. Glad you're here. I've got, if you want to join the panel, since you haven't been on here, come on in. I put the stream up there. And we won't get sick of you. Six, you're a guest. You were fun last time. We had a great time. PennDOT is as evil as the DRPA. Yes. And sports news. Teams fight to a draw. Highlights and lowlifes will be shown. And I think that will. We're going to have an exclusive interview. I'm going to give you a little bit of background on this. You know the age-old adventure of the World War I flying ace, always trying to shoot down the Red Baron and failing. Well, this time he got lucky and shot the Red Baron down. So he landed, he grabbed the propeller because it fell off the airplane after the Baron came down, and took it. You know, dogs, they love wood. He ran off with it. Well, people have been trying to get it back so they can give it to the family or do whatever they do with propellers of airplanes that were shot down. He refuses to give it up. Well, after checking into it, I got an interview. But before we do that, newsflash. Snoopy barked at the old dog next door. She looked at him and walked away unimpressed. So, here is an exclusive interview with the shooter, the shooter of the infamous Red Baron. Shot down the Red Baron, but you took his propeller. They want his propeller back. Where is it? Snoopy? Snoopy? No reaction? He's sleeping, huh? And I guess that's all we're going to get out of him. And that was brought to you by thedolphinwars.com. Got an exclusive interview with Snoopy. Okay. Okay, I guess everybody's speechless. Either that or...
I think that he probably buried it.
He probably did.
It's my propeller.
Yeah, my propeller. It's hanging. It's where I know where it's at, and you don't know where it's at. So, Legata says, "Are we getting an interview with the Great Pumpkin? Snoopy will no longer be the punt of jokes." And John Rendell says, "Snoopy, yay! Yes, that's Snoopy." Hello, Resolute Germ. Welcome to the mayhem, the madness, the fun. 30 episodes. Man, that is so. I can't believe that it's been that many since October.
Yeah, I know. It didn't seem like it was that long ago.
Yeah. So, yeah. And there he goes. Is Pudgy still hiding?
Pudgy's back. Is all the icky stuff over?
Pardon?
all the icky stuff over?
Yeah, I think for now the icky stuff is over. Did you see Snoopy?
Yes, Pudgy likes Snoopy video.
Good. Glad you like it. Hopefully, we now that I figured out how to get things done, we may have more of Snoopy. Hopefully, more mobile stuff. Sandra says he has picked up logs as big as he is when we're bringing in wood for the stove. If he wants a treat to give it up. Yeah, that is so true.
It sounds like my dogs.
Yeah. What kind do you have, Wendy?
Cheyenne is a whippet. She's 12 years old, and then I have Ramsey. He's a year and a half old, long-haired mutt. Don't really know what he is.
Oh, okay.
But
yep. Let's see. So, Pudgy, do you have any weather or sports news?
Yes. Okay. Cowboy, could you push the button? Today's weather is sunny with a chance of flying bunnies.
Uh-oh. Why?
Warning. Bunnies may be larger in person than afar.
Why would there be a chance of flying bunnies?
Yeah, Pudgy. Why are the bunnies flying again?
Good question. They set up the ultra mega catapult.
Oh, no.
And Mr. Bear is helping today. So the bunnies are flying 3 times as far across the forest.
Okay. So they're actually getting a lot of hang time.
That's right. Because they've laughed at Pudgy joke. How do rabbits travel?
I don't know. How do rabbits travel?
By hairplane.
Oh,
oh
the pain.
no.
Oh, the pain. The pain. I'll tell you. Yes. Harvey's got nothing on you, Pudge. Harvey's got nothing on you. Let's see. And Legata says Harvey wants you to push the other button, Pudgy.
Oh, okay. 1 moment.
Wait, no. Oh, that didn't work.
Right now, Harvey is very confused because for some reason the sink in Doomcock's house is going rah, 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 rah. Pudgy doesn't understand what that light switch does.
Oh, okay.
It never turns on light, just makes a sound.
Oh. Maybe it's maybe it's an alarm to let him know that someone's trying to get the button.
Pudgy, that's a garbage disposal.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear.
Is that why the forks go round and round and round?
Pudgy, you're not supposed to run the garbage disposal with forks in it.
Someone needs to take a look. Someone needs to call a plumber.
Well, that certainly explains why the disposal's not working.
That would be. Resolute Germ says bunnies are very aerodynamic.
That's right, and they do big cannonballs into the river.
Oh, okay. And I will, speaking of bunnies, before we go to the Jamie Lee update, we have some financial news by Legatus Legionii. Plantations upset money does not grow on trees. Wants refund. Told they are barking up the wrong tree. Oh, yes, thank you. Good one. I told you things go. Things have really degraded since you've been here last, Wendy.
Yeah, I'm better in that situation, I think.
Let's see. So, the Jamie Lee update. We have the good news part of the news show. Currently, Jamie Lee's GoFundMe has raised 1,520 of the goal. Yep. So please keep if you can't donate, keep just pass the word out. And
you shot down the Red Baron, but you took his propeller. They want his propeller back. Where is it? Snoopy? Snoopy? No reaction? He's sleeping, huh?
All right.
He's saying go find it yourself.
Probably. I told you we're still recovering. We are still recovering. Pudgy Adventures. Yes. So please, for those that have, so if you can't make a donation for whatever reason, please pass the word out in Twitter, Facebook, etc., so we can get Jamie Lee her eye surgery. She's a cute little bunny and definitely needs. Let me show you how cute the little baby is. Ow.
Hello, Snoopy.
Yeah, he's
Thank goodness it's not my dog that barked first.
I know.
Should Pudgy bark in return?
Yeah, go ahead.
Woof.
There. Woof. Okay, Pudgy woofed. So Snoopy, you better watch it. There is Jamie Lee. Please. You see how cute she is. Please pass the word out. Send the Sandra will put the link to the GoFundMe out there. Please pass it on to your friends, neighbors, enemies, bunnies, fellow bunnies, dogs, ferrets.
Can
So we
Sandra
can get the word.
Can Sandra send that link to my DM so I don't forget?
Sure. Yeah, Sandra can send it, or even I can do it too. So yeah, one of us will send it to you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Sandra
And,
can do everything.
yes, Sandra can do everything.
Yeah, I know she can.
Yep. And then John Rendell
Hey, Raymond.
said, yes, sir.
Silly question.
Thanks, Sandra.
Have you ever seen a movie called Night of the Lepus?
No.
It's about giant bunny rabbits that attacked a southwestern desert town.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, Pudgy loved Night of the Lepus. The bunny rabbits get to run all through the streets.
Oh, okay. And are they cannibal rabbits, or did they just jump and?
No, they just do a lot of destruction. And the best part is the big ending. There's like 20 rabbits of all different shapes and sizes that are totally confused, running through a model town, and then they trap them in the cave, and then the movie ends, or it does it.
Well, if you got a bunch of, just remember, rabbits can multiply, so that is the issue. They may not end. because they can multiply.
Are you getting warm? It's kind of warm in here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Getting kind of warm at the house. It's over 80 degrees here today. It's getting a little warm in here. So I was asking Jamie or Jimmy if she'd turn up the. Yeah, South Texas.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's been quite pleasant here. I'm in my official Dolphin Wars T-shirt.
It was 65 up here. I was running around just with a thermal shirt on.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to go outside, I wore my hoodie, but
the high today is supposed to be 85, I think.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
So let's see. Sandra says she's jealous. It's barely 50 now here right now. It got into the 60s.
Yeah.
But no flying rabbits.
Well, I had to go to Busy Beaver today, which is a hardware store. You know, lots of neat stuff to look at, but there were no beavers there. Which stinks because way back when, they've been around for a while. You used to be able to buy official Busy Beaver merchandise, and they had a hat that was that looked just like a beaver.
Okay. Sorry about that. You keep that up there, Legatus.
Oh, it's coming. Every time it gets warm in Pennsylvania and people start buying porch furniture, then it's like, oh, okay, so you just put out your brand new porch furniture, snow.
Yes, it's that groundhog's revenge.
Yeah.
So
I was unaware. Did you know that New Jersey has their own version of Punxsutawney Phil?
No.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, unfortunately, he passed away this year. Yeah, they had their own weather groundhog, but apparently it passed away this year, so they had to defer to Pennsylvania again.
Ah. Okay. Let's see. Lepus, John Rendell says Lepus poultice. It's Latin for rabbit chicken. Oh boy. Here we go with the rabbit chicken. We got a virtual snowball fight here.
If I had snow down here, I'd throw one.
Yeah.
It snows here once maybe every 15 years.
Yeah.
And goes away just as quick.
Pretty much, yep. Very little accumulation.
A long time ago, my dad was working in Texas, and it snowed. The entire city shut down.
Yeah. We're not used to it here.
Of course, the funny part is he drove into work, and he was the only one there. And they're like, "What are you doing here?" Him and a security guard. It's like, "I'm from Pennsylvania." And he's like, "Oh, that's why. No, you can't come in today." Scary part, it was a power plant.
Where was your dad at in Texas?
I can't remember. It was somewhere out in the western side, like towards New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been to Texas. I went to San Antonio. That was a nice place.
Yeah, I like San Antonio. I'm about a 4-hour drive south of San Antonio.
Yeah, that's the thing with Texas. It's everywhere. It's like, oh, I'm so close. It's like 4 to 5 hours away by car.
Yeah. To drive from the southern tip of Texas, where I'm at on the border, just to get up to the north of the Panhandle, it takes you almost 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless you drive without stopping. I mean, if you want to get some sleep, it's going to take you the good part of 2 days.
Yeah.
My only 2 times into Texas was Lackland And I say Lackland because I didn't. The only time I went out of the base was to see the Spurs at one game. So I didn't even go see the Alamo. I was stuck on base. So yeah, Lackland and Carswell.
Oh.
Hey, I'm curious. What is this? BS before Sandra or AS after Sandra?
My trips to Texas.
Yeah.
BS. Way BS.
Okay.
Way BS.
We had a nurse that just started working with us in the OR. I guess beginning of the year. She works on the regular day shift, but on a Monday morning, I got to meet her, and she'd never been down this way before. But and she's like, "This is so different from where I've ever been as a travel nurse." And I said, "You know what? It's not the end of the world, but you can see it from here." I mean, my house is 8 miles from the border.
Ah,
so.
Okay. Here's some science news. You can put your name on Artemis. I am putting the link out right now, so you can go around the moon with the spacecraft. There is the link. So if anybody's interested, click on the link and get a boarding pass for the NASA's Artemis flight.
Oh man, that has bad news written all over it. Do you remember the story of whenever the British people were trying to name that ship? Okay.
Which one?
There was a contest in Britain to name a new research vessel. So they had all the standard names like Her Majesty or the Queen, whatever, and the one that won was Bodie McBothface. It came in with over 90% of the vote. So whenever it was time to actually name the ship, they named it the Attenborough, which makes sense. That's a well-known scientist and nature person. Mm-hmm. But in order to honor the terms and conditions of the contest, there is a little plaque on that ship in the engine room that says Bodie McBothface.
All right.
So I could just imagine the submissions to that NASA website, to orbit the moon, because it's
yeah.
There's going to be some people that bend last name Dover.
Yeah. Resolute Germ, you are right. Never let the public vote on naming something. So, and John Rendell says Jimmy Buffett might put a copyright claim in your memory. The latest news flash. Zoom. All right, Legatus. I think on that note, we didn't get sports. Who's got a sports report? Fudge?
Breaking news. There is no baseball. Nobody cares.
You know what? That is true. That is true.
Because the best way to play baseball is with your friends, and don't let the bunnies play because they cheat.
How do they cheat?
They take the ball, run around all the bases 20 times, and then declare they won. And then Pudgy has to remind them you have to hit the ball and chase after it.
Ah. Gotcha.
Rascally rabbits.
Yes. Wabbit season.
Yeah, that's the reason why we stopped doing baseball in the forest. It's easier just to do tag.
Yeah, that is true. I play tag with my granddaughter all the time.
Yay!
Yep. Let's see. John is saying at Steamtown, we have the main central steam engine in the shop for the last 34 years. The public contest named it Constitution when built. Now we call it the Constipation. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, Andy, 6, care to come on? Let me know. I'll put the stream back on since it's probably disappeared. Let's see here. I think we'll keep the nutty news just in case there is news. Oh my God, Andy. That's a good one. Jimmy Buffett owes me child support since both my kids resulted from tailgating at his concerts. You are the father, Andy. And the censored blanket is now on Pudgy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever my son was in...
We did not need to explain how DNA tests work.
When my son was in pre-kindergarten, they were asking all the kids in class what their favorite songs were, and all these kids, they were singing Mary Had a Little Lamb, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, all these little songs. My son started singing Margaritaville. And went to go pick him up from preschool, and the teacher told me that. I was like, all right, now I gotta go bitch out my dad, because that's what my dad listens to all the time. So my dad was proud. He thought it was hilarious.
Oh, we got entertainment news. A Canadian review of All's Fair up on Amazon.ca. Read the review. Read the novel. Just cuz. And that news segment was brought to you by
TheDolphinWars.com.
Thank you, Pudgy.
Yay!
Let's see. Okay. We've never minded, John. Wasted away again from Margaritaville. I know, don't put my day job. But now we have Captain Trek.
Uh-oh, there goes the buddies with the salt.
What was that, Pudge?
Uh-oh, Pudgy just saw the buddies take away the shaker of salt.
Hello there, Captain Trek. Welcome. This is your first time on the panel.
Yes, it is.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello.
You know me. I'm King Dolphin. Thank you very much for coming on board.
Of course.
We have Wendy WEBB, the Trauma Warrior. You've heard her exploits on Doomcock's Friday Night Frolics.
Oh, yes.
And we are lucky enough to have her as a recurring panelist here. And I don't know if you heard about the story, but we won't go any further because we may lose Pudgy. And of course, we've got the famous Pudgy Hedgehog.
Awesome.
Hello!
Hello.
And you know the rest of the chat. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I am doing well. I still this is not your first rodeo here at the pod, but your first time on the panel.
Yes.
Yes, glad to have you. Hard to believe that it's in October was my first show, and
Wow.
here I am at 30 episodes, over 130 subscribers, hopefully getting more, and just still having a great time doing it.
That's the important part, is to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, forget about the subscriber count, because YouTube has their weird ways of doing things.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true.
Oh, it was funny because last night it's like, oh, okay, I'll have my 650 subscriber celebration tomorrow because I had 651 subscribers. I thought, okay, cool. I woke up this morning. It's back at 644.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, I'll put that off till another day then.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to do the Clobbering Times mode of tracking my success and just count my episodes. Yeah.
See, I wish I'd started by doing that. I didn't. I should have done that because I've had over 800 morning brews, but I haven't counted them. So it's like,
yeah. You going to say something, Wendy?
No.
No.
I was probably telling one of the dogs to get off me.
Well, I think Snoopy is finally winded enough to, he's done barking. Of course, that interview probably took a lot out of him. You know, he's such a wallflower, you know, that he just didn't want to be interviewed. So, yeah, Captain Trek, I agree. I figure if I can just keep counting the episodes and just seeing who all can come on and get entertained, learn, you know, have fun, learn things.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The funny thing was, there were a couple of times it's like I stopped having fun and it's like, it's time for a break.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Jill, and welcome. Thank you.
Hey, Jill.
Yes. Sandra can copy and put the panel thing on if you want to come on.
Oh boy.
What?
No wonder Mr. Captain had to take a break. If he drank 800 coffees, that's bad.
You are a wise hedgehog.
Oh, trust me, it was more than that. Yeah, keep in mind I drink at least 2 coffees per show, so that's at least 1,600 coffees minimum.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was just decaf. Because if it was Cuban, you would go boom.
keep in mind it's been over 2 years, so
wow,
it doesn't seem like it, but
yeah. So, did you happen? I don't know if you happened to catch our Jill's and my attempt to discuss DS9 on Wednesday and how we were interrupted.
no. What happened?
We were all set to discuss DS9. Jill and I. We went through a lot of work. Jill had an extensive script ready to go. We were set. We got on there and we were interrupted. It was spooky. I'm going to yeah, just like that. I'm going to ask the chat's indulgence to show Captain Trek, who is obviously a Trekker like the rest of us, or most of us, what happened.
I would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
I have to be careful when I play that back. I keep worrying that we're going to have a virus come and they'll take over again. Right, Punch? But yeah, for an entire hour, you'll have to listen to the playback. But for the entire hour, we were preempted by the Dominion.
Well, it could be worse.
What?
It could have been Raylos.
It could have been what?
Raylos.
Oh,
Raylos.
Raylos. Oh, ooh, that's cringe. That would have been worse.
Yeah, that
Where's my
that's
lightsaber?
bad, Pudgy.
Where's the
Yes.
Raylos? I got my lightsaber.
Yes, the Dominion took over our live stream. It was the horror. It was the horror. Yes, Raylos would have been horrible. Yes. So, Captain Trek, tell us a little bit about your channel. And if you want to put it in private chat, we'll put it out for you.
Well, I saw it was put out there, but thank you. I right now I've been mainly focusing on the morning brew. That's mainly just kind of a chill stream. People come in, talk. Sometimes it's open line. Sometimes it's planned guests. Other times it's just I've had people show up and it's like, okay, come on, let's go.
Much like what we do here.
And it's interesting doing it 5 days a week. It's just, yeah. It's a little...
That's a lot.
Yeah.
My thought is you have to do a YouTube channel. Well, you have to be retired, and I'm not ready to retire yet. So, but I think two. I like two for right now. Usually Wednesdays I do my interviews. If I've got creators out there that want to be interviewed, and that's the serious time. And then here is just the coffee shop, where everybody knows your name type thing. We just have fun here.
Yay!
Yep.
Well, the one thing that you'll find that most of the creators agree on is consistency is the key. And obviously you are on the same day at the same time. That right there helps immediately. Even one day a week, it's just like, boom, there you go. That's when the algorithm is expecting you to be on.
Yeah. So, yeah. And, I don't have the time to be able to do episodes every day. But my thought is it's got to be quality as opposed to quantity. I know.
Right.
I don't care what YouTube says. It's got to be the quality.
Right.
Ooh. Ew. Get it, guys. Get it. Sick 'em, guys. Yeah. But that's my thought. And I'll let there'll be the people that like me, and then there'll be the people that don't like me.
Unfortunately, that's life. I mean, not everybody's going to like you. It's plain and simple.
Yeah, it's also state law.
Yes.
Varies by state, of course.
Yeah. Yes, varies by state. Yeah. And Jill has it right. The merciless and all-powerful algorithm. Yes. And Anti-Jill says, I don't think I could describe the Dominion War from Raylo's perspective, but if I could, I don't think anyone would want to hear it.
Nobody wants to hear Raylos for Star Wars either.
Yes. No. So Wendy, at the risk of getting something thrown at me virtually, are you going to Galaxy's Edge for your honeymoon?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Now you've got probably a nice tropical beachfront property set up in Tahiti or something like that.
We really don't have any plan to go anywhere. Jimmy and I have a house down in Port Mansfield, Texas, which is just like a little fishing village. And we're just going to spend it down there by ourselves, far away from the hospital, so they won't call us. It's about 2.5 hours from here. We're just going to go fishing.
Oh, okay, cool.
We got busy jobs, and
that's the best type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
It's a very quiet little town. It's actually built around a harbor. The harbor was built in World War II, and there's less than 100 people that live there. So it's very quiet.
And they know everybody.
Everybody knows everybody.
Cool. Yep. Definitely. So what does the morning brew is just like a cantina that people go in and chit chat.
It's basically that we will go from topic to topic. Now there have been times I've had planned topics on, and that didn't always work out well. Oh my! It was just. It's the most important thing though is being fun.
Yeah,
and there have been times that it's been really fun.
Yeah, I find that what makes it fun is you got to expect the unexpected, because I've had to follow the principle of Semper Gumby several times on Wednesday and said, okay, what do I need to do? Okay, what's going on? Okay, just guys, come on. Let's
well, there have been a couple of times all of a sudden I had somebody show up backstage, and it's like, okay, how did Tom get the link? I didn't send it to him. That's like, okay, well, here we go. We got Tom from Midnight Edge coming on.
Yep.
And
how do you like the Mystery Tom show?
Yeah. So
I like Mead Radio.
I haven't seen Mead Radio. I might have gone in once or twice. Usually I'm going into the Midnight's Edge where Andre has the particular stories out there.
Mm-hmm. I like going on there. I've been surprised at how long it lasts. I would save the money and get the divorce.
Yeah. Resolute.
Oh God, I can't believe what they've done to Star Wars.
Yeah. Resolute Charm. I'm sure we'll be here for a bit. I wanted to do it early because I wanted to do some interesting stuff. Wait. We have himself here. We have the man, the bear. The bear, the myth, the legend. Snorter poopers! Cuber. Now do snorts. Oh, the dog's got a reaction from Minnie snort.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. Don't worry, Randy. I'm not gonna bite you.
Well, just like the song. Who let dog out?
Who let the dog out? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a just cause when Snorter Poopus Cuber comes on board. The wise and
I'm really curious about the Galactic Star Cruiser. So it's showing people wearing the spiffy Jedi outfits, and there's a couple people dressed up like like the Sith. So far, we haven't seen anyone show up with Mandalorian armor yet. I'm curious.
That's what I want to wear to my wedding.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if I had my way, Jimmy'd be wearing the Princess Leia costume.
Which one?
That wasn't nice.
Which
the
one?
Princess Leia bikini. She just threw a pillow at me.
Oh,
the Princess Leia bikini.
Ah.
Damn it, lady. I want to wear female Mandalorian armor for the wedding.
The Fet for Hire. The Fet for Hire version. Yeah. Celebrity news. Oh God. This is gonna give me my tongue's gonna dislocate, Legatus.
Hey, you want Pudgy to read it?
Yeah, go ahead, Pudge.
Celebrity news. Wendy's Webb's wedding won't include wandering Wookiees. Wonder what wandering will be waiting for the newly wedded.
I couldn't have done that better myself, Pudgy.
Hopefully as little as possible. That's since this year started off so busy and rough for me. I've got several days off now, and I don't plan on moving. This will be my official third day off since the beginning of the year.
Wow. Yeah,
so,
go to the store, get a couple boxes of Twinkies, and then don't move.
Don't forget the Bloody Mary.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have the
Bloody Mary.
Or Yingling.
Yeah, that's true.
Or gin and tonic.
Yep.
Yep. Or Screwsicle. Screwsicles are good too. So.
My little Debbie's.
Huh? What was that?
No, Pudgy, we're not going back to the store. He wants to get little Debbie's.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's Lent, so no goodies for a while.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Jimmy's looking around on DoorDash.
What, for Twinkies?
No, she's looking at You guys ever heard of a batana platter?
A batana
platter? What is it?
Mm-mm.
It's something that was actually developed here in my town where I live in South Texas. And what it is it's a plate with tortilla chips. The tortilla chips have refried beans smeared across them, and then you put cheese over it. Then you add fajitas, beef, chicken. You can get a mixture or either or. Or if you like seafood, they'll put shrimp on it. And then
the pain.
There's a place nearby that does something like that. They call them loaded nachos.
Oh, yeah?
That sounds
came loose
good.
again. Yeah, I think we're gonna do Botana tonight.
Oh, okay. When you said Botana, I thought it was a sushi place.
Am I still on here?
Yeah,
Can't
I
tell.
can hear you.
Yeah.
I thought Botana
Well,
meant sushi place.
In the words of the immortal Terry Bradshaw, where we come from, they call that bait.
I like Jill saying bloody, all but the king crab legs. I don't eat crab, but the Bloody Mary does sound good.
I may have to
Well, I've
break
seen-
out
I've
because
seen
all of
the-
a sudden I lost sound
Okay.
and come back in.
Okay, sounds good. We can hear you. Oh, okay. Must be on her side. Well, then I'll read that one in a bit. Oh God, now I'm getting hungry again. Oh, and we talked about Twinkies, and we talked about Twinkies, and I cannot help but go back to when I was on the Global Geek Gang, and we had 32 flavors of Nick Weiser coming next week. And he talked about something, a very weird food stuff with Twinkies. I'm not going to spoil it because I'm going to ask him next week about it. So.
Oh wait, the Twinkies tiramisu.
No.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try that recipe.
What is the recipe?
Well, you need 36 Twinkies. And you set them out in layers, and then you add in the coffee liqueur. So it's just like a tiramisu recipe, but you use Twinkies instead.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a heart attack ready to go.
Yep.
Well, the good news is we know a trauma nurse.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
Okay, you got us okay, Wendy?
Yeah, I got you back. That happened to
Okay.
me on Baron Orphan Tag stream a few weeks ago, and I had to get out and come back in because I just couldn't hear anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, this was a bizarre recipe. Yeah, now I'll let Nick Weiser tell it next week. Yes, Joe.
Boy, that sounds good.
Yeah, I know. You're waiting with bated breath for him to come on.
Now the Twinkies dipped in chocolate pudding.
Oh, yeah. Twinkies dipped in chocolate pudding. And let's see. John Rendell says, go ahead, Pudge. Read this one.
Brought to you by Willie Wild's Wonderland of Weddings in Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Very good, Pudge.
Yay!
Yay. I would hurt my tongue trying to say these. Where are you maniacs thinking of these? Let's see. I heard of themed weddings. The bride and her family wore white gym jerseys. The groom and his family were in dark colors. The minister was in a referee's jersey. Is Wendy's also going to be themed?
Well, or actually, because Jimmy and I both work at the hospital, and we have so many friends within the hospital. We had a talk with the hospital administrator, and we're actually going to have our wedding in the basement of the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's hospital themed, because that way, when not everybody will be able to make it if we do it somewhere else. But now, by doing it there, people can come down for their break and grab some food before they have to go back up.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's
Cool.
what we're doing for it.
Yeah.
There will be a lot of people in scrubs.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the hospital administrator, he's doing the catering for it too. He's paying for the catering.
Nice.
Yep. It was really sweet of him. He's such a great guy. The last hospital administrator we had was a complete jerk, but he really he cares. He comes in all the time. Whenever we had that hard freeze down here last year, he was actually buying food and bringing it to different departments because the cafeteria was down and everything else. But he was actually bringing food to the employees himself, him and his wife. They're the good ones.
What were you going to say, Como?
Well, the good news is that if anyone faints at the wedding, there's plenty of medical staff.
Yeah, that's for sure. We may be arguing over what should be done first. You never know.
And of course, there's John.
Isn't that where the morgue is? Actually, the conference rooms it's in the basement too, the morgue is. But we have conference rooms are on the far side of the basement from the morgue.
Oh, okay. Okay. So at least, but it's still, at least it's a quiet environment.
Yeah, it's quiet. We're going to actually, our rehearsal dinner is going to be, we're going to have Friday Night Frolics playing during our rehearsal dinner.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and Sandra may want to give him some ideas too for just kind of I told him, I said I'd like to for him, or we both would, for him to do some like, he does the trivia quizzes on the Friday Night Frolics. Do some with like the wedding pop culture trivia. Thought that would be neat.
And Sandra is writing that down to give to Doomcock.
Yeah.
Sandra says, "Wow."
And Jimmy and I will probably be. Jimmy and I are probably going to be too busy to be able to type into the chat on the Friday Night Frolics, but my daughter-in-law has already said that she would man the chat.
Okay.
For Friday Night Frolics on the
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. What were you going to say, Cobalt?
It would be really silly, but I don't know what the logistics of it would be. I know Doomcock has a secret base somewhere down there in Texas, so it would be really fun for him to do it in person.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll. We really don't want him to aim his whole show at us, because we just want, he's trying to entertain a bunch of people, but just kind of give it a little theme for the night,
Yeah.
But let him do what he's going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like fun. And Legata says, and the bride and groom and bridesmaids and groomsmen will all be in hospital gowns. Can't wait for the photos. You will have to share. You will have to bring those in and do a slide presentation here at the here on a Just Cuz.
Yeah, I'll remember that.
What, Pudge?
If everybody wearing hospital gowns, then everyone will see each other's butts.
Oh, no. Okay, I see what you mean. No, they'll be in their scrubs, Pudge. I think, yeah.
Oh, okay, then we don't have to worry about the rating.
Well, OLGA had suggested that because we work in. Jimmy's a surgeon. I'm a trauma surgical nurse, and she suggested that all the wedding ensemble would wear surgical gowns.
Oh.
I don't know if that one's gonna happen.
Oh boy. With the little surgical top hats and
yeah, she said like we're like they're dressed for surgery. Yeah, gloves
with the mask on, the safety goggles. You cut the cake with scalpels.
Actually, that's something that we've been thinking about.
You can make slices the size for Pudgy.
Yeah. With a scalpel? Yeah. Pudgy says with a scalpel you can make cake slices his size.
Oh, absolutely.
Sandra is saying blow up a bunch of doors.
That would be funny.
Jill is asking, when is the wedding?
The wedding is April 9th, and we're going to be April 8th. Will be the wedding, the Friday night frolics.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah. Now you know what you've gotten, what you got into, Captain Trek. I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Definitely.
Let's see. Oh, look at us! No. No, I'm sure they've got a. I'm sure they've got a better place to get rings, Legatus.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear!
But of course, knowing from firsthand experience with people in the medical community, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, what kind of humor?
Someone was sharing someone was sharing. It was a picture. They went to a medical equipment store, and then they purchased the weirdest gravy boat. He got strange looks every time he used it, and it was one of those portable urinals.
Oh God!
Oh dear! Oh dear!
You remember on the National Lampoon's European Vacation when they're in Germany,
Yes.
staying with these then he's Chevy Chase, whatever his name is using the bedpan. He didn't realize it's a bedpan to brush his teeth with until the son walks in and says, "Look, Dad, bread bedpans."
Oh.
The best two parts of that movie is when they're stuck on the roundabout and whenever he's fighting with the guys in the lederhosen.
Yes, those are funny. Those were good parts. I really liked the lederhosen part.
Oh, I need to see that again.
I saw the original.
I gotta see it too. I like the European Vacation. It was a good one. I need to watch it again too.
I saw the regular Vacation. The other ones I never got around to watching. I suppose I should.
Yeah, they always show. They always show the Christmas Vacation one over and over and over again, but they rarely show European, and they will show the American where they go to Wally World.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now the one where they went to Vegas, I didn't like that one.
No, I didn't care for that one either.
Sandra says we used to make iced tea in clean graduates, whatever a graduate is.
It's basically a pitcher that's got measurements.
Oh.
Yeah, the graduate cylinders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, that would be a good idea. You put the alcohol in an IV bag.
Yeah. I've wanted to do that a few times and never had a bad night.
Oh, do you know there was way back when MASH was still going on? They had, I don't know if anybody's seen it or what, but they actually had a MASH IV jar for alcohol. I used to have one.
You know what? I think my dad had one. It was a glass jar, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a glass
jar?
IV.
And it had the tube. And and then you just opened it up and poured it in your glass. My dad had one.
And it had the MASH logo on it.
Yeah,
MASH 4077. Okay. Yeah. I had one, but in various and sundry moves, things disappear.
Oh, I know what that's like. I've had things that disappeared over the years just because of moving.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see.
Yeah, that's where the bunnies take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harvey has already told me that he's going to stomp me first when he gets out of there. So I'm not sure if I want to.
Well, you've been
Not until after the
beating,
honeymoon.
you've been beating him up with the jokes just like Beth has.
Beth's are a lot better than mine.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's got better ones than mine.
Pudgy's got some zingers. He can give Beth a run for her money, right, Pudge? Okay, Pudge.
That's right.
Okay.
Sorry, slight delay. Pudgy was looking up something to ask Captain Tretch.
Oh, Lord.
Shoot, Pudgy.
Where do rabbits go on their wedding?
Where?
On their bunny moon.
Oh boy, oh boy. We may have a. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. I gotta find this again.
Hey, it could be worse, Raymond. I just started using my accounting jokes.
No, go ahead.
Why was the accountant so excited when he completed a jigsaw puzzle in only 59 weeks?
I don't know. Why did he?
Because on the box it said 8 to 12 years.
Oh, the pain. Oh. That's yeah. You have to. I guess you have to be a accountant to appreciate that.
Well, oddly enough, I work in medical billing, so the accounting jokes go over pretty good.
Okay. I'm sure Sandra would appreciate medical billing jokes because she, in a past life, she did that too.
I'll stick to saving lives.
Yeah.
Well, I actually do have a funny medical story, and this is from a former employer. But there was a guy that called in screaming from the rooftops. He was totally upset that he got a letter in the mail that his procedure had been canceled, and so I pulled up the account and they started talking about it, and what it was is that the doctor made a mistake. They billed his insurance, his name for a routine mammogram.
Oh shit!
So the doctor caught it, apologized to they called up the guy, apologized, said we made a mistake. It's actually for your wife. Billed the wife under the insurance, went through perfectly fine. So he called in screaming because he had a God-given right to a mammogram, and we were denying his coverage.
Jeez.
So we had to explain to him that while there is a male version of a mammogram, the procedure that was done is a female-centric specific procedure. So he demanded that I explain in detail what the actual routine mammogram was. So I had to, so thankfully we had a description of what the procedure was. And the biggest problem that I have is I explain medical procedures like a car inspection. And it was a very interesting description that I got on a speakerphone with 12 different people and 11 doctors and nurses and other like HR reps were laughing their butts off while this guy was still screaming.
Oh,
God.
wow.
Legatus, this is not going to stay on long. There are too many embarrassing Raymond stories.
Oh, that would be perfect then.
No. Let's see. I am, besides enjoying, okay, guys. Once again, the amazing Fet for Hire has come through when you least expect it. He came in with the new intro and outro for Nutty Newz. Here we go. Whoa. That's cool.
Yeah, that was cool. He's so talented.
Yes. And let's see. He did an outro. I think we have winners. Hail Fet for Hire.
Yep.
You have done it again.
Yay!
He is just absolutely an amazing creator. He has missed his calling, and it's just amazing what he does, and he does it for the love.
Yeah,
Sandra and I were talking about that, and we said probably if he did this as a job, he probably wouldn't have the love that he has for it now.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Hey, Fet for Hire, if you're out there, come on in. We're singing your praises. And those were great. Thank you, buddy. Yes, John. So quickly. I mean, we just talked about it yesterday.
Wow.
And he came up with the logo that's up on the upper right. He came up with these just very quickly. He's amazing. So.
Well, that means it won't have to use that special music anymore. Well, we can default over to the official Fet for Hire stuff.
Oh, they'll still have the DDDD. We'll still have a need for DDDD. There's always a place for it. But Fet for Hire and his former bandmate likes to keep it sleazy. Jill, yes, he has. Yes, he has. Fez for Hire can relate to that.
Well, he did my avatar so fast because remember he was afraid he would offend me, and so I had DM'd him.
Yeah. Yes, he's done. Yeah. Did we lose you again, Wendy?
Wendy pushed the button.
Yeah, she's muted.
I'm back. Okay.
Yeah, you're back.
Yay!
Yeah,
Yes.
within just a few minutes, maybe 20, 30 minutes, he had this avatar for me.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, he's as Jill said, he's done it while he's live on the panel. Yes,
Yeah.
he has. Yes, he has. Yep. He did Andy's too. Yes, so he's missed his calling, and we are glad we have him. What was that, Pudgy? What? We still got you. Hey,
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was adjusting my chair.
Oh, okay. Welcome back, Resolute Germ. So, wow, 7:00. Time flies when you're having fun. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I'm still ready to keep going.
We can keep going until the batana gets here, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
'Cause it's crunchy.
Yeah. Well, it sounds good.
I haven't eaten today.
Yeah, we got pizza still. We got pizza on from yesterday. Our Friday night frolics pizza. Resolute Jerem says caffeine is better than any street drug. I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. So, Captain Trek, what? Let's see. I guess. Oh boy, the train has gotten derailed. Are you strictly Trek, or are you more of the pop culture?
Well, I love Star Trek, Star Wars. There are several other franchises I like. But yeah, I mainly Star Trek. Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. At the risk of dating myself, I think I saw when my parents let me. I was able to see the original series episodes first run on NBC. So,
wow.
And then when I saw my cousin after a long time, she saw my model of the Enterprise, and I said, "Yeah, I've been through first runs. I've seen them in first runs." And she said, "Yes, and we were trying to break you of it." I thought to myself, Philistine. You Philistine.
Fine Corinthian leather.
Yes.
Corinthian leather.
Yes. But yeah, so that's how long I've been with Star Trek.
Wow.
Of course, I've probably when Star Wars came out, when Star Wars came out, I watched it probably, I don't know. Well, I had a job. I had a grocery store job, so I saw it probably once a week. Drove my parents crazy when they had to drive me to the theaters. They would drop me off and run away.
Well, yeah.
Of course, back in those days, you could go see the movie multiple times, because it didn't cost a fortune.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
My dad took myself and my cousins to go see it several times, the original one.
Yeah. Legatus has a good question. Are you also into Red Dwarf or original Battlestar, Buck Rogers, Space 1999?
Let's see here. Not seen Red Dwarf. Original Battlestar Galactica, yes. Buck Rogers, yes. And Space 1999, I've seen. Yes.
Yes. With me, I've seen a little bit of Doctor Who when it was on PBS. Not much. I don't think I've watched Red Dwarf. Battlestar Galactica, yes. Try watching it first run in a barracks with one TV in the day room. No fun. Loved Buck Rogers. Space 99 was good, but he's forgetting one. My favorite, and I know Sandra likes it, UFO. That was a good show. It was the predecessor to Space 1999.
You know what hasn't been on for a while? The Martian Chronicles.
I remember hearing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Resolute. I am part of the salty demographic, and proud of it.
And Martian Chronicles, there is no way that they could do that in today's day and age.
Probably not. They probably couldn't do half the good science fiction that's out there. Yeah, all of us. I'd say all of us would agree on Aaron Gray. Even when she was with Rick Schroeder on that show, whatever that show was. Silver something or another.
Silver Spoon.
Silver Spoons.
Silver Spoons, yes. She was still good looking there too.
I always liked the robot from Buck Rogers because Ziggy or Twiggy, I can't remember his name. Tweaky. Yeah. Like, yeah, shut up, Buck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love the robot from Lost in Space.
Yeah.
Warning.
Bubble-headed.
Warning.
Yeah, you bubble-headed booby.
Flapping its arms around. Warning.
Warning. UFO.
Well, even better was...
Go ahead.
Even better was Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He plugged himself into the computer, and then the computer hated him.
UFO, great show, but do you know what show UFO came from? No, I do not. I think that was the only one I think was Thunderbirds. I think it came from Thunderbirds.
Go!
Yes, Thunderbirds go. Yep, BBDB, and he was voiced by Mel Blanc.
Wow.
Yeah, the later season of Buck Rogers got a little weird. You could tell that they were trying to course correct and try to juice the ratings. They had that guy that with the eagle hair. They were sort of going for like a Vulcan, but not a Vulcan.
Mm-hmm. His name was, if I remember right, and he had that little bird ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, Captain Scarlet. Yep, I remember Hawk, and yeah, I agree. They kind of they followed the battle. They followed the Battlestar Galactica trope where you're going and looking for new civilization, and I'm like, and I couldn't understand them. I thought, is why. So, but I noticed he did not say, Legatus does not say the reboot of Battlestar Galactica.
Yes, 77 to 80 was the best version of that.
Yes. And that Galactica 80 atrocity.
Oh. I'd rather see the reboot than 80.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no, I liked the reboot. Yeah, I liked the reboot. 80 was just disgusting.
Yeah, they finally make it to the planet. They get down, and then it turns into, oh, we're going to have super motorcycles. And it's like,
Yeah.
But even that...
the super motorcycles were the best part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And they never explained. I'm like, okay, what did you do with Apollo? I mean, come on, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like your main character disappears forever, no explanation, and then later on, I guess because the fans were pissed off, they bring back Starbuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I checked out.
Well, I know where they were going with that direction. Obviously, the ratings were down. They finally get to the planet. The biggest thing that I hated about that was they finally got to the planet. They sent down the test group, to check if everything's okay. And then they came up with some weird contrived story about how the other people up on the ship couldn't survive on the planet. It's like, wait, the test group is perfectly fine down there, but it's experiencing issues due to the gravity. It's like, oh, come on, really?
Yeah.
And where do they land? They land on the most populated part of the west coast of the United States. They could have picked Australia.
Yeah.
There's no one for hundreds of miles down there.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Yeah. Way to keep a low profile. I agree, Resolute Jim. I loved it. I really did. But yeah, Edward James Olmos was probably. I love Edward James Olmos. He is an outstanding actor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's surprising. They haven't rebooted V yet.
That would be. Well, you could say they did. They made it Independence Day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They turned it into Independence Day. But I loved V.
Yeah, that was a good one. I liked that.
Yeah. How about Alien Nation?
Oh, yeah. Was that the one where they were drinking the spoiled milk?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was a good one. Even the doggy says so.
Yeah, Cheyenne agrees.
Yeah, I liked Alien Nation. That was probably that was made by Fox. Yeah, that was made by Fox when they just came out of it. Where they just came into the mix. Okay, another one. Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. That I love that show.
I liked it too. I haven't seen it in so long. I could probably watch it again and it'd be like the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it when they had it on Sci-Fi during Sci-Fi's premiere season when they were good.
Yeah. Before they lost their minds.
Yes, so true. And actually, at that time, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, if I remember right, I actually did some looking at it. That was the longest sci-fi series at that time until Next Generation. I think it went 5 years, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was about 5 years.
Yeah. It was about 5 years. Yes, Richard Basehart. What's this? They did reboot V.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then, okay, let's see.
When?
Not sure. Jill says beat him to it.
I remember that because that's the first.
And here it is. Wish I didn't know about it. It was atrocious.
I didn't know they did reboot it.
Yeah.
Where the hell was I?
Yeah. Well, I love the first one, especially, they pull her face off and they see that she's a lizard.
Yeah.
Well, we all got busier.
Yeah. Yeah. Food news. Pudgy, food news. Give me the DDT. An egg drops onto the concrete. It cracks. Concrete's okay. Pudgy can. I'm still waiting for Pudgy to unscramble eggs.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
That's right. It was, as what Germ said, it was in 2009. I tried it.
Yeah.
I just gotten out of the Army then and started working in surgery. So that's probably why I missed it.
Yeah, that explains why I don't remember. It's from 13 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there were some real stinkers sci-fi wise. Even now, that horrible sci-fi did. I don't know why sci-fi decided to go their route, but they did a horrible a horrible version of the Superman story. I don't know if anybody saw it, the Krypton, which was absolutely horrible.
No, I don't think I saw that.
No, I cut the cord. I don't have sci-fi anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, neither do I. Yep. Sandra was working 12
I know what you're talking about. I remember the promos.
Yeah. Yep. Come on. The premise was okay, but then they got timey-wimey crap in it. It's just like, I was working 12-hour nights. Yeah.
You could do a time travel storyline. You just got to be real tight on your narrative and story structure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything goes boom.
Yep.
Boom!
Yes, boom. And not only to have to deal with the temporal investigations, you got to deal with all those headache-inducing paradoxes. And
have any of y'all ever watched? Have y'all any of y'all watched that? Rick and Morty cartoon. There's a couple of the guys on one of my trauma OR team that like to watch it, and they've got so many different timelines and alternate realities that they've just kind of completely screwed it up, in my opinion. It's just hard to keep straight too, in what dimension they're in and what timeline.
I've watched I've watched a couple episodes. I can't understand it.
Yeah.
I have not watched it. A lot of Cartoon Network just goes. They lost their way. Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And
the only reason I didn't seen it is because David and Raul like to watch it.
He finally fell out of the attic. Snora Poopas is back. Snora Poopas Stupor is back. Large and in charge. Hey, Snort. I've been holding the fort for you. So yeah, I don't know. It's well, I think we can. I can't wait to hear Dumacock's review of the filth of P Hard.
Oh Lord. I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet.
Yeah.
Hey, I actually kind of like Picard season 1.
Okay.
But see, here's the thing. I am fully aware that it is not Star Trek.
True.
And it's not anywhere connected to canon. It is a sci-fi show that stars Patrick Stewart and all the other Star Trek names, but it has nothing to do with Star Trek. And once you approach that show from that frame of reference, it's okay.
Yeah.
Do I ever need to watch it again? No. Will I watch season 2? Maybe. But I'm not paying weekly for Paramount Plus. I'm going to wait till it all loads up in one shot so I can blitz it.
That's probably the way to do it. Get it done as quickly as possible.
Now, Discovery, everything that they say about that show is correct. That show stinks.
Yeah, I made the mistake of buying the DVD of the first season, and we watched it, and I packed it back up and never saw it again.
File 13.
Yeah, well, I keep trying to find a naive soul that I could give it to.
You have to decide who you hate that much. I mean,
so true. So true. Well, we're glad you're here.
Could always send it to Doomcock, see what he says.
Oh God, he'd probably strangle me or something. Legatus Legionii says, much snore poopus, so much that King Dolphin had to let Pudgy do much of the nutty news.
Hey, here's a thought, Raymond.
What?
Get the DVD jewel case for the Rise of Skywalker, and then put Star Trek Discovery in the case, and then send it to Doomcock.
Oh my God.
Sandra said she told me that it wasn't Star Trek. Did I listen? No.
They never listen, Sandra.
I have bad news. You never know. He could actually be listening.
He may be. He may be. He has popped in. He has popped into the pod when I've least expected it.
Well, as long as we don't say his name 3 times in a row, we're fine. You know, the Beetlejuice rule is in effect.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Or do the OLGA rule.
That's right.
Precisely. They should take the Star Trek label off and change the name from Picard to Patrick, and then I wouldn't have a problem. Very wise, Jill. Very wise. Yeah, that's a good idea. Snort. Sell them as used coasters. I actually wanted to take them. I wanted to take them to our local range and try and do some target practice. Deliberately missed the hole in the center.
Well, instead of calling it Patrick,
what was that movie, Reservoir Dogs, where they were beating on the something? Oh God. Maybe it wasn't Reservoir Dogs. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay. No, we have an alliance, Resolute Germ. That's how Xanadu went to war with the Dolphins. Yeah, Snort. I wanted to do some skeet shooting.
Well, there's a part of me that really hopes that in Picard season 2, because John Delancey is part of it, Q. John Delancey also was Discord in My Little Pony, so I really hope they do at least one episode or a half an episode where just for no reason whatsoever, everyone's ponies.
That CBS, if you're listening, I'm too small.
I don't know how that would work because it would be Hasbro Discovery trying to work out the details, but
yeah,
that would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Let's see. Legata says, who does worse fan fiction? STD, STP, or Disney anti-canon? I think they're just bad.
Yeah.
Although
Book of Boba Fett wasn't too bad. I like that show.
My Little Pony, The Knacker's Yard. Okay. Sandra says 25% different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But which is the 25? Is it the good or is it the bad?
Bad.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Everything is 25% different.
Yeah.
Season 1, Patrick Stewart is limping to the left. Season 2, Patrick Stewart is limping to the right.
Yeah. Next to the ET video game cartridges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the ET cartridges back.
Oh yeah. Oh, the old computers. Oh, let's sigh. I had a secondhand Commodore 64 back in the day. Oh, it was fun.
Yay!
You had a 64, Pudgy?
No, but Cobalt let Pudgy play with Atari 2600.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
We lost Wendy.
Uh-oh.
Probably doing the back. Probably got to do the reset. Or it could be the foods here.
Okay, everybody push your belly button, and if we do it all at the same time, we can resummon her.
You mean the Buddha style? Buddha style, Pudge? Yeah, let's see. I think Joe wants
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Give me a second here. I'm thinking that's the link she wants. There you are, Jill. And Jinx. The Jinx. Okay. Did the food come in? Oh, the belly, the booty,
Yes, it worked.
Back, Wendy. Yeah, it worked.
Oh, I got booted. I don't know what happened.
Oh, well. Pudgy
Well,
came
we
up with
all pushed our belly buttons at the same time, and you came back. Yay!
I don't know what happened.
Hi, Jill.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing well.
Hi, Jill.
Yeah.
Hi!
Did we lose Captain Trek?
No, I'm still here. What's going on? Hello, Jill. It's nice to finally get to talk to you.
Well, I was on your show one time.
Well, yes, but it wasn't that. I'd forgotten about that. Damn it.
It was a really fun one. It had that random menace, Joseph.
Oh, that's right. Yes, it was on there.
Yes, I actually had the version with the floppy.
Oh.
But I had a TI. God, I also had a TI one with the discs, with the cassette tapes. The TI 50 or something like that. I don't remember. Black and white.
Of course, whenever someone says cassette tapes, the thought that always crosses my mind is, you remember the Teddy Ruxpin dolls?
Yes, when I was 2, I wanted one of those things.
Well, if you take out the typical story time cassette and you put in like a Slayer or Metallica, it would possess the doll.
I would have loved to see a video of that.
There used to be one on YouTube. You know, the eyes roll back into its head and the mouth starts moving like crazy.
Oh wow. That would be cool. That would be cool. So
if anybody ever watches Cinemassacre, they also had a possessed Mr. Bucket episode.
Yes.
Mr. Bucket.
It was a toy that you gotta pick up the balls and put it in his bucket, but then he shoots the balls back out of his mouth. But in this one, he turned it into a horror film.
Oh, okay. And John Rendell's asking, is that where Chucky came from? I don't know. So, Jill, have you recovered from our exploits on Wednesday? I know I was.
Yes, I did. I was glad that Federation files were able to intercept the Dominions in time for us to at least wrap up the show.
Yeah, but I'm still wiping viruses out of my computer from that.
Yeah. Well, at least they didn't destroy the computer itself.
No,
they could have. That was probably the plan at the very end.
Yes. Yeah. Snort, I can imagine it didn't. Somebody mistook me for a Teddy Ruxpin doll. Did you have to clean the mess up? That's the question. Let's see. Boy, this chat's been going great. Well, yeah, I'm glad everybody's come by and helped me celebrate this mini milestone. And
John's got an excellent point.
Which one?
The one where he says, "Did someone say the O word?"
The O word.
Yeah, think about it. Wendy said the O word, and then all of a sudden her connection goes out.
Oh.
That's true. I accidentally said the name.
That's true. Yes. OLGA has to be spelled here at the pod.
Going forward, her new name is Mary.
That can get confusing. We have a lot of Marys.
Yeah. We may have to. Okay, we have to try another name. Oh, Sandra says, or we could say her. That might work. Nah, she needs a name.
Good thinking, Sandra.
Okay, so from now on, it's her or herself. Yeah.
I don't know the story behind why we can't say her name.
Pudgy, explain.
The last time that, the first time the Pretty Wendy lady appeared on show, she kept mentioning the old person. And every time old person was mentioned, Pudgy would lose internet connection and have to go away. But then Pudgy came back. And then she mentioned name again. And then Pudgy went away again. So we have rule. You cannot mention that person's name. Pudgy knows she is very nice.
Yeah, she's very nice, but she has a detrimental effect on internet connection.
Yes, and now we know from Wendy.
Yeah.
She who must not be named. Snort says.
That's right.
Johnny has a good solution. Does she have a middle name?
Oh. Good question.
No, she doesn't. Whenever her middle name, whenever we sign in our computer systems at the hospital, you have to use your initials, and she has to put an OXG because she doesn't have a middle name. I don't know why.
Oh, not the NMI? The no middle name,
What?
no middle initial?
No, because it's
I don't have a middle name either. No one's ever made me put X before.
well in the hospital systems. It has to be the acronym of your name, so it has to be 3 letters, and then it's the last 4 digits of your social, and that's your sign-in acronym. And since so there has to be a third letter, so she has to put X.
Okay. Well.
Oh, okay.
And look.
Is that X as an X-ray?
The X
What?
as in X-ray.
Yeah, yes.
The singer formerly known as. Poor.
We were so busy last night. She didn't get a chance to sing, so we were spared.
Okay. And let's see. Oh girl. Okay. There's an so we can either spell it. We can call her Set. We could spell it.
Well, she does have, because she is a clown. She is a real clown. Her clown name is Bogley.
Bogley.
Yeah.
That's an idea. So we can either use Bogley, we can spell her name, we could say her. Yep. We're going to give her a complex, guys.
Olga's is as hard to offend as I am. So.
Okay, are you still here? Okay, let's take a roll. Pudgy, here? We lost Pudgy.
Yeah, I'm still here, aren't I?
Yeah, we got Wendy.
Bogley.
We got Captain Trek.
You got what Pudgy needs. If you tell yourself a friend, something in.
Or we could do the phonetic. We could do the phonetic spelling like Snort did. Oscar Lima Golf Alpha. Yeah. Snort Wendy and I got it.
Mm-hmm.
The phonetic alphabet. Did we lose Jill?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. We wanted to make sure that none of us got pushed off for the name. So at least she'll take it tongue in cheek.
Yep.
Yeah, and then she'll drive up to Pennsylvania to kick Pudgy in my butt.
Well, it might be a while before she drives that far.
Ooh, yeah.
She did have a surgeon rooting around in her brain at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
With that aneurysm.
Yeah. John Rendell says Wonder
Where
Wendy
was
and
that?
Old Girl. Ah, that's a good one. John, Wonder Wendy. God, those W's. Wonder Wendy and Old Girl.
Wonder Wendy and Old Girl.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's making my ribs hurt. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice, Captain Trek is monitoring the computers.
Yes.
Oh Lord, that would be a job in and of itself.
Yes.
Said
Yes.
Captain Trek
What do
as
you
the
want,
world
Cheyenne?
danger alarm alerted.
The World Danger Alarm. God, I hadn't heard that in ages. Have not heard that in ages.
Pudgy summoned Super Joe to the rescue. Ta-da!
So, do you have the 2 rings, Pudgy, that you put together? Wonder Hedgehog powers activate?
Pudgy never liked the Wonder Twins.
Neither
No.
did I.
No.
Only one had powers. The other guy would always turn into a bucket of water or something. That was dumb.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
We turn into ice or other things, but yeah.
Although
Mostly-
there was one worse person. Wonder Morbin.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I wanted to take.
Oh,
I wanted,
yeah.
I wanted
talk
to,
about useless.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to. What I can say would probably get me kicked off the algorithm. So yeah, definitely.
Well,
Worse than
I have a
useful.
solution to your. I have a solution to your problems, Raymond.
What? Okay, my Morse code is very bad.
Now that was the censor button. That's what
Oh.
Pudgy hears every time Pudgy listens to a Loki stream.
Oh, okay.
Except sometimes it sounds like this.
Gleek would fit in perfectly here with the dolphins, hedgehogs, and polar bears. Yeah, that's true. And don't forget ferrets and bunnies.
Now, just out of curiosity, your ferrets, are they named Kodo and Podo?
No. They have.
And whoever gets that reference, give yourself 2 points.
Well, I don't have 2 points. Okay, can you explain it to my dense self? Oh, Sandra gets it.
Yeah, it's from the Beastmaster movie.
Oh, which I never watched.
God, that was so long ago.
That's right. The Beastman, from what I understand, the Beastmaster had ferrets. So, yeah. No, our ferrets have normal names. Let's see. Well, wow. 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yes. Time flies when you're having fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And with a fun bunch of people like you, and it's always great to Have fun. Sandra reveals their names. Ours is Catherine, Brandy, and Slapshot. Slapshot's the boy.
Yay!
He's the youngest of the three. Let's see. I got a. Oh yeah, Slapshot. When I went to a reunion of my old fighter squadron in Nellis, they had because it was a wild weasel squadron where they kill enemy SAMs, and the nickname for that mission is Wild Weasel. There was, when I was at the banquet, there was a stuffed weasel, and on the wood base it had Slapshot. So that's where I got the idea. And fortunately, when I got the when I was looking for a boy ferret. Okay, Callball. We'll still be here. So when I got the boy ferret, I told him I want to name him Slapshot. He looked at me, and I guess he took it, and which was a good thing, because that little brat somehow escaped from our house one day. And we're over there looking, and we're saying, where is he? Because you know ferrets, they're small, they're not very much into the predatory business anymore. Mm-hmm. And so we thought that the critter was gone. We looked in through our house, we tore it apart. And we don't have a big house. We didn't have a big house at that time. So somebody gave me the idea to call the pet lost and found for the county. So, and I said, okay. I called, and they said, well, we may have somebody, but you got to get on our Facebook site. I got to get on the Facebook site. I got a lost animal. Why do I got to get on a Facebook site? And we need to verify that you might be the person that owns this critter. So I'm like, okay. So I did that, and somebody found him about 4 blocks away. How he got there in such a short time, I'm still baffled. John might have the right explanation. They're like eels with fur and smiley faces. So we called the one who found him. They live up on top of a funeral home, which kind of gave me some interesting thoughts. And there he was. And they said, well, we need to prove you are who you are. So I said, all right. I saw him. I said, hey, Slapshot. He looked at me. And then I showed him the picture. We had him dressed in a little ferret Hawaiian shirt. And so I think I identified him enough where I was able to bring him home. And we keep a close eye on him ever since. But, yep. Furry Slinkies.
Yeah, the picture should have been all you needed. I mean, you shouldn't have needed to go on Facebook.
Yeah, I do not understand it. I mean, they could. I guess it's for the privacy of the ones that found them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So they. Welcome back, Cobalt. So yeah, but they actually found him, like I said, 4 blocks away, and they even They even had renamed him. They called him Franklin based on the street where they picked him up at. And I'm saying, you named him Franklin? That is a slap shot. And he just looked at me. But, yeah, that was a adventure and a half. So, public service announcement: do not let your ferrets run rampant.
No.
That's a good question. Our resident ferret expert would have to answer that in the chat. Sandra? Yeah.
Give it Doritos?
No, no. God, I'm calling Pudgy Slapshot.
Yeah, you're probably right. He should start off with Tostitos.
Tostitos, yeah. No, they're little computer chips that go into wherever they put. They're little microchips, Pudgy. I don't know where they plug them in.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That means if you push their belly buttons, then you can use it for Apple Pay.
Yeah. Actually, Sandra says what is that?
I'm sorry, I've got to go.
Okay.
Thank you for having me on.
Well, glad you could be here. We put your channel out there. Anything else you want to plug before you bail?
No, I'm going to be on tomorrow morning about 9 a.m. Central, but most mornings I'm on at 6 a.m. Central doing morning brew. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hope to see you again. Come on when you want to.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Captain Trek.
You take care. Captain Trek.
Bye, Captain Trek.
And that's
Bye.
probably...
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
That is probably...
Whenever I leave a panel, I listen to the end.
Let's see.
So you know what this means?
What?
All the Star Trek power flows to Jill.
Yes.
Oh. All right.
All
I
this-
can handle that.
Let's see. John Rendell says a ferret with a chip on her shoulder. Yes, John, we did have a picture of him in a little pink Hawaiian shirt, and I think we still have the picture. I know I do. Sorry, hopefully it wasn't on your keyboard. That would be messy. So, well, we've been on almost 3 hours, and it's been a great time. Thank you guys for helping me celebrate my mini milestone. Hopefully, I'll have more than these. And
I have a feeling you will.
Yep, I'm not looking for big numbers of subscribers. It's like I told Captain Trek. It's the quality and the fun factor.
Yeah.
And I think we have
Right.
lots.
The way I see it is that you have vocal essays that you want to share with people, and you want to, or at least that's what my channel is. Yours is more talking, sharing other people's successes and what they're making and what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, what you want to do is just talk about the things you love and what's meaningful to you.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone listens to it, then that's great too.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
And plus, Mr. Rabbit is awesome.
Oh, thank you, Pudgy. Thank you. I appreciate it. And you all are awesome. Pudgy, Cobalt, Jill, Wendy. You guys are great. I enjoy coming on.
Probably a pretty boring tonight, just coming off of working so many days in a row. So
No.
I apologize for being boring.
Oh, no.
Well, I was too because I was I'm ordering pizza.
Oh, pizza.
Yeah, my
I just
baton, our
succeeded at
baton
that.
platter should be here in a few minutes. So.
Yes. So let's.
Jimmy ordered
We're
it to be delivered at 7
okay.
Central Time. I'm
Well,
in Central Time.
Yeah. Well, I guess we will break off for dinner, and hey, Fed for Hire. You're here. Hail, Fed for Hire.
Hey, Pepper, hi, how you doing?
Yes, we were singing your praises off the new intro and outro for Nutty Newz, and now
Good
Oh,
evening,
no.
Pet for Hire.
let's see. I wonder how long before I get a DM with that. I'm thinking 10 minutes, guys. Let's do a FET pool. How soon before I get a DM with a ferret for hire or something like that?
I say 12.
That's a great idea.
12 minutes. Pudgy.
Pudgy don't know.
Okay.
7.5 minutes.
7.5 minutes. He's saying.
Okay,
Fed.
Mr. Fed for Hire, you're on the clock. Move it.
Come on, Fet. We can take you for a few. Come on. At least till meals. Come on, Fet. Let's see. See if you'll come on. Oh, Sandra. Yeah, Sandra agrees with me totally. None of you guys are boring. Snort says 11 minutes. John says 7:38. So let's see. Whoa.
Cheyenne.
Now, of course, none of us started the clock.
Oh, crap, I forgot to look at the time.
Yeah. Okay, I started my stop.
You could always use your timestamp from when you first said.
Yes. Let's see. Sandra, help me with the timestamp.
Cheyenne.
And Cheyenne says,
Nobody wants to hear you sing. No, nobody wants to hear it.
Cheyenne is saying it's not showtime.
Yep.
Nobody wants to hear
And
it.
excuse me. Oh, hi. Not very nice. It was about 2 minutes ago. So, 2 minutes. So, for
Who do you think you are, Doob Cock?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Should Pudgy put his official Doom Cock replica helmet on?
Yes.
Yes, let's hear it.
It is I, Pudgy Von Doomcock, the future ruler of the forest. Star Trek is dumb. Star Wars is dumb.
Okay, whoever had time was 7:50 or 6:58 p.m.
Well, that's just the thing. We don't want Star Trek and Star Wars to be dumb anymore.
That's true. All right, guys. He has. I don't think anybody had this. Stand by. Come on, StreamYards. Window.
Oh,
Share. Okay, share. All right, where are you? Where are you? Fat. You have done it again. Did you guys see it? Or am I share? Okay, I'm not. All right. What is with StreamYards? All right, share screen. Let's go window. Let's go StreamYards. Share. And there you go.
Oh, he's quick on the draw, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He did. You were Legata Sleeves, and I was correct when he said that he would break the clock. Or break the clock.
Diane.
Yeah, it's cool. Fat, you've done it again. Thank you.
Oh, goodness.
This is the way.
What?
This is the way.
And that reminds me, Fed for Hire recently did an image where it said Doom Clock.
Yes, I like the Doom Clock.
Yeah.
I want a Doom Clock.
Yeah. Fed for Hire beats the clocks.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Fastest draw.
You did it again, Fat. You sure you don't want to come on, buddy? At least say hi to your fan. Excuse me, all your fans. John Randall
we'll meet 'em
says,
outside so that the dogs don't bark.
"Yeah, Pudgy Von Doomcock." Yeah, we had Pudgy from the Mirror Universe, if I remember right, earlier on.
Oh, did Pudgy from? Did he have a beard, goatee?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, the Pudgy from the Mirror Universe has a goatee.
Pudgy Von Doomstain, great voice. Yes.
Yeah, the only problem with the Doomcock replica helmet is that it only has about 2 minutes worth of power. Then we have to recharge it.
Ah, gotcha. So, all right. Well, 3 hours. We've done 3 hours, and it just went really well. You guys are great, all of you. Fat, you are amazing. Love your new intro and outro. I love you guys. You are the guys that are the best. But I know people are getting. Oh, here he is, buddy. Hey, Fat.
Yay!
What's up, Fat?
Hey, Fat.
I'm here.
Hey, welcome.
Hello.
Buddy.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. You
Yeah.
got us?
Is Legata
Yes.
still here?
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's here.
I got a little story for you about this girl I know. I think you like it. It goes a little something like this. Never got it.
I'm sure he heard that.
That was my theme song.
Huh?
That was my theme song.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Yep.
We all need theme songs now.
Yep.
So how's everybody doing?
Oh, we're doing great. Glad you can come on for a little bit. Was hoping you'd come on earlier.
Yeah, I've been listening for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Cool. Love what you Yes, I think no one guessed the exact time. Of course, I didn't start the time, but that was great.
No, we were all
Yeah,
overestimating.
we were way overestimating.
Yeah,
I am
You
a
are.
gunslinger.
the old gunslinger. Yes. When I can tell that you have your mind working when your name is there and you come up with a line. I said, "Ooh, something's coming up."
It was only like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was slacking a little bit.
So how you been? How you been, Fat?
I'm starting to feel like I'm getting sick.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. Hopefully not the thing.
Well, hopefully it passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I tend to get like a sinus infection every couple of months. I have a feeling that's what it is.
Oh, I have sinus infections all the time, chronic. Oh,
Yeah.
try to
Pudgy,
do that
hope
with
you
a
feel
mask
better
on.
soon.
What was that?
Tough to wear a mask. Tough to wear a mask when you're having sinus problems.
Oh yeah.
I've learned that
True.
the hard way.
That is true.
Say that again.
Pudgy, hope you feel better soon.
Thanks, Pudgy.
Yep. So.
It smells good.
Uh-oh. Sounds like meals are here. Wendy, you got to bail, I take it?
Well, I mean, I can stay on for a few more minutes.
Okay.
Jimmy's getting the plates and stuff together. You just set it down
Ah.
on the table.
Oh, okay. So we have had a great time. Always a fantastic panel. Cobalt and Pudgy, you guys are amazing. Wendy, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Jill, always a good time having you here with your amazing communication skills.
Yes,
And-
thanks, and congrats on your 30th episode.
Yes, we'll have to do. Can't wait till the 50th. Like I said, I started doing the countdowns like Clobby did, and then started numbering them, and then I realized, wow, I'm at 30 episodes in 4 months since October. Wow.
Yes, I've learned from Clobby too.
Yeah.
Numbering is nice.
Yeah. And Fat, what can I say? You the man.
Thank you, sir.
You are the man. We were talking you up that you do this for. Sandra and I were talking and said you've missed your calling, but at the same time, you're doing this out of love right now. What would happen if it became a job?
Yeah, that's true. I'd probably hate it.
Yeah. So we appreciate it, everything you do.
Well, I appreciate you guys. That's why I do it.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Let's see. And oh god, my train has gotten derailed yet again. Let's see. I hate when that happens. Let's see. Let me just start with show notes. Well, thank you, John. Thank you. I guess you bailing out, sir? Fez for hire? Congratulations on the 30 and the matrimonial maneuvers. Wendy, I think you're going to have an interesting wedding rehearsal. And
Yep.
now I know what it is. Before we go, somebody's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, son of a bitch. I was hoping you forgot that.
Oh, no, I wasn't.
You know it's your birthday.
Happy birthday, Wendy.
Yes, happy
Well, thank
birthday,
you.
Wendy.
Happy birthday to you.
Go ahead, Pudgy. Go ahead.
You know it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Now you've been sung by a hedgehog, and now you're gonna get
That's
sung
right.
by a doll. You're gonna get sung.
Birthday.
Pretty good. Paul has got nothing on you, Pudgy. Yes, and now you get sung by a dolphin. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wendy. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday,
you.
Wendy, and many more.
Thanks. Thanks for all you guys. It's been so great sitting here and talking to you. I missed y'all so much since I've been working so much lately. I really miss being able to come on. But
well,
hopefully things will get back to normal.
Yep. Yes, definitely. We'll have you back. We'll always have you back.
Happy birthday, Wendy.
Thank you, Jill. Appreciate it.
So, all right. Well, I think on that note, now that I've totally embarrassed Wendy, and she's probably ready to pull out one of those hypos and
I'm probably as red as Beth Arstead. So
I think you embarrassed yourself more than her.
Probably.
I always like when Dr. McCoy uses that hypo instead of the phaser.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go to sleep now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's time. Well.
All right. And Pudgy would like to remind everybody that if you're still pushing your belly button in, you're allowed to let go.
Good advice, Pudgy. Let's start with some show notes. Still a lot of stuff going on. It's amazing how many people actually want to come and talk to me. Next week, we're going to have Derek Benningfield. We know him as Deef. He's got a book called The Eyes of a Killer, and we'll be talking about that on Wednesday. On the 16th, we're going to have the 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser coming on. He's going to be here, Pudge. We're talking about some interesting foodstuffs.
Yay! It's the Ice Cream Man.
Yep, Mr. Ice Cream Man. On the 23rd, we're going to have a friend of mine and also an author. Her name is Griselli Kay. She will discuss her 3 books. The VAC VAC Chronicles. The 30th, we won't be having a Wednesday stream because we'll be doing Thursday. We'll be talking to Tina Richardson from Four Paws Protection. They provide protective gear for the working dogs in law enforcement, and that will be an interesting talk. So that will take us till the end of the month, and of course, every Saturday we'll be doing Just Causes, just like this, where anything can happen, and usually does. And just remember to the chats, please, if you got some interesting news items for Nutty News, please have them ready for when we do our Nutty News segment. So I'd like to thank again this wonderful panel for helping us celebrate Cobalt and Pudgy. Thank you for coming. Wendy, we will be back. We will have lots of I'm sure we'll have interesting things to talk about with the trauma team. And watch out for those flying dolphins. Anti-Derivative Jill, it's always a pleasure when you're on. And we will get back on our DS9 things. I know we're working on a special project as well. That's still a secret.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I love your little sound effects, Pudge. And Fat, always a pleasure for you to be here. And I enjoy having you on.
Well, congrats on 30 episodes, my brother, man.
Yes. Thank you. I know 30 is a small milestone, but actually, I'm just using it as a means to celebrate. But I didn't expect it to be.
Congratulations, Mr. Raymond.
Thank you, Pudgy. Thank you. It's John Rendell says it. Best pod on the internet. I think we're the only pod, but that's okay. Yes, it's 30 is small, but it's showing that I'm willing to work on getting this growing and getting this community really excited and see where we can go from here. So let me say goodnight to our amazing chat. Andy Masterson came on earlier. I'm sure he's still on. If not, or he's working on something. The Comic Relief Crusader was here, and we'll be having him on in April. Six came, and Six, you can always come on when you want. But glad to have you. Thank you, Captain Trek, for coming on and joining the panel and having fun with us. Resolute Germ, a newcomer to the pod, and having fun with us, and thank you all. And Legatus Legionide said, did the first rated improv stain count? Yes, I do count that as an episode. My test stream where everybody just started coming in and having fun and got me going on this madness. So yes, that does count. So everybody, you guys are the best. I'm glad you've decided to join our little family. As Sandra says, we're small but mighty. And I would be remiss to not mention our wrenches. John Legatus Legionai, thank you for wrenching. And I derivative Joe, I know you're also a wrencher, as well as a panelist. John Rendell, thank you. And of course, my producer, my other half, the amazing Sandra Feliciano. Thank you. Oh, and I forgot one other person.
Don't forget me. I'm good at throwing a wrench in the works.
Oh, that's true. That is true. You do a good job at that. But I forgot one person.
Mini snort.
Snortopus! Humor! Can't forget you, Snort. You have a good night all. Stay safe.
Everybody take care. And stay safe.
Yes, take care. Stay safe. Keep a good upper lip, and we'll see you again next Wednesday and next Saturday. Yep. Snort is saying good night to Mini Snort.
Bye, everyone.
Panelists, please stay on after the chat is done. I'd like to say a few words. So everybody, stay safe and have a good night, everybody.
This segment is brought to you by TheDolphinWars.com.